Hey guys, and welcome back to City Skylines Jackson Hole, Wyoming. I'm Christopher Tarantola, your humble host, and we will be doing. Um, well, I don't know what we're going to do this episode. I'm going to wing this one, but what we just did is we just added in this thoroughfare that's going to expand out to um, this side of the city where we're going to have our commercial residential um, area. And then over here, we've really kind of built this area up. We've really started to get more commercial uh, demand as going. We also have some industrial demand, and so we will probably work a little bit on getting our farming going on this side. Um, and we probably will maybe try and expand our commercial district out this way. I definitely want to be putting want to put in kind of a nightlife area, especially next to this industrial area. Nightlife and industrial tend to go together pretty well because the roads aren't being used at the same time. And during the day, the industrial uses it. During the evening, the nightclub uses it. Um, we do have quite a bit of traffic building up right here, and so that's something that we want to be aware of. But if we're expanding this grid to the right, that might alleviate that quite a bit. Um, Also, we can probably upgrade this road here um, at some point, and that would also help things out. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it. I don't know if we want to do a 6 lane road. I don't know if it's ready for that. Really, what our main issue is people wanting to turn right and get to wherever they're going in the residential. This doesn't seem to have alleviated that too terribly much because they're not necessarily wanting to go over here. If you're coming from here or here, you're not going to take a left and go around this whole loop to go here. You're still going to turn right, and same thing to come back home. So, having a road system that bridges the two and bridges this way, I think is going to alleviate this traffic quite a bit. Um, but let's go ahead and at least let's throw some trees in there. Ooh, I have that elevation. Yeah, I don't want that. There we go. Let's throw some trees in there and let's expand that out um, to the entire strip that we have going here. As you can see, they're happy about that. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and let the game run as I'm doing this, and I'm gonna start expanding out. Now I am gonna eliminate this bike path a little bit because that's basically gonna turn into a road, and they can bike along the road. But maybe what I want to do is make sure that I have a road that has a bike path on it. Um, I don't think that needs to be a big thoroughfare. This I think I'm going to upgrade to a medium road thoroughfare because I want that to come around and go this way and be the counterpoint to this road as it comes in this way. So that's something to think about. We can maybe go ahead and do upgrade it to a 2 lane road. Even though the traffic isn't necessarily going to do that, I want to have that placeholder there. And we'll leave it to right there for now. Yeah. I don't know if we want to have maybe a second boulevard, that this really become a second boulevard. I don't think we need that because we got the one-way roads, and we probably should just continue those as one-way roads. So what I'll do there is I'm just going to have it as grass. I'm not going to necessarily put the trees there, and have it go nice and straight, and it'll be this road first. I am going to pause it because I am cutting off that bike path there. So we'll go straight there, and then we'll go straight there. Up spaces. Oh, because I got a police station right there. Okay, let us locate that police station. It's just slightly. No biggie. And we'll draw that straight across there. And then we're going to, because we want it to go the other direction, we're going to just click on the upgrade tool, and then we're going to right click along the road. And I'm just pressing and holding down the right click button, or the right mouse button, and then releasing, and now it's the other direction. So there's that. Then we will, for this road, what kind of road type? I think that's actually a suburban road type. Is that right? I think so. I don't know that we want to keep that going here, so I think we're going to change road types here. What should we change it to, though? I think maybe just a 2-lane road with grass. I would like to have parking. I believe that does have parking. I do like that it has parking here. If not, we'll figure it out. And we'll just have it go basically straight, because this will be the grid. This is pretty much the extent of the grid. The grid won't really extend past this. It's going to become more amorphous as it follows the shape of this land here. But now we can go ahead and bulldoze all of this pathway here and put in a biking road. Where is the road with bikes? There it is, bicycle lanes. And so that will go right here. And we will gracefully connect this up. Pedestrian bicycle path. And so what I want to do is, I don't remember which way was it. And so I wanted to drag it from the left to the right in order to keep the thing here. So I'm going to go ahead and start by doing it right here. And I'm going to do it on one square so that it eliminates as little grid as possible. If I did it in the middle, it'd eliminate both squares, and that's more than necessary. And then I'll go ahead and click here and kind of give it a bit of a curve there. There we go. And as we expand, that can eventually become this road all the way into that. In fact, that might not be a bad idea to, again, help eliminate some of the traffic that's right there, to go ahead and do that. I don't know. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that as a path there. But going ahead and moving back to my grid here, I think while we can expand the residential is going to kind of expand this way, so that'll all be residential. We can have some residential right here, but since we're going to do nightlife here, that's going to be louder. I don't think we want to do residential right there. We want to have some sort of buffer there. So that can probably become like an office. And we can actually eliminate some of this industrial demand by putting offices there. So I think we're just going to do nice regular streets here. Just plain Jane streets with grass. And bring it all the way in. Right now, we do want to continue our pathway here, so we'll go ahead and do that. And I don't know if we're probably going to want to have a good parking lot right here, and we probably want to have another divide right here. So first of all, I'll go ahead and put in another street right here for this grid. Have a finer grained grid all the way down. That way. And then we'll want to get to, I think it's under medium roads here. Where's my parking lots? I don't remember. Is it over here? Parking lot service road, yeah. It's a really big parking lot. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that's fantastic, isn't it? It's covering basically that whole thing with parking lot, which to me it makes some sense. Okay, because this is going to be all nightlife right here. So this is where you go to park to go to the bar. All right, and so now we're going to need to develop that parking. You didn't get to see me do this last time, so this is how we do it. So basically, these are obviously mods that I've downloaded, and there are more than what I have here, but these are the ones I've gotten to this point. I'm sure there are ones that are better than this, but this isn't bad by any means. So you just got to be kind of very space control A. There we go. You just need to be very what's the word? Precise in how you would do your placement. And you can rotate by right clicking, and then you can rotate it accordingly. And I don't know, it looks like it's about maybe a degree rotation per. And see, when I did that, I actually got it off. If you're smart, you don't do that when you're in the middle like I just did. So don't be stupid like me and don't do that. And bingo. And you know, there's 2 spaces missing there. I could either do one of 2 things. I can go to a smaller fine grain thing, and I probably will do that, or I could be lazy and just leave it, and who will notice? I don't know. But if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right? So basically what I'm doing is, when I'm placing these parking spots, whoever created this asset, cars will park there periodically. I don't know how exactly it figures out how many cars to park, and you got a little bit of a gap here based on what I'm seeing here, so I don't know exactly how that's supposed to work, but you know, that's fine. There we go. And there we go. And you gotta get it just right. There you go. Now for these little end spaces, I'll probably leave the middle ones just honestly for the sake of time, but you can do either a 4 and you can overlap them, no big deal. Or you could just do a 1 and do it 2 by 2s. And there's that parking lot. Now we got this one. Okay, so we'll go back to the 8x2s. Seems like where they're placing these street lamps isn't necessarily the best place for it, but it could also be that they're crooked, that I'm crooked compared to. You see, I'm not straight. I need to get more straight. You need to get straight, man. You need to get straight. And that might help things out quite a bit. And see, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to double up. Save me a lot of time. That's me being lazy. Don't be lazy like me, though. You can take your time and do it right. You can do it, baby. Do it tonight. I think I might expand this out a little bit for this one. And lastly here, I see those street lamps don't quite match up, but whatever. It'll be alright. Alright, and now you can see why I didn't do that on screen last time, but there you go. You got it this time, and if you don't like it, well, tough. I probably won't do that again to you. So yeah, we now have our parking lot here. Let's go ahead and get our pedestrian bike path. Alright, we'll start it right there, and we'll just have it go straight across to here, but then at some point we're going to want it to come this way, so to right there. Do a little S-curve, and it can just go along the edge here. Bingo. And bingo. You know, what I'm thinking is, though, I'm doing it the wrong direction. I really want to go from right to left for various reasons. Least of which is that's what I did over here. I might leave that one out of laziness, but over here I definitely don't, because if nothing else, I want the pedestrians to be on the side of the parking lot. It just makes sense to me. That way the pedestrians are right there, and then you have the two bike lanes, as you can see. It just makes more sense to me. Yeah, perfect. All right. And what else? What else? What else? I think that's going to be it for that for right now. Excuse me. So the next thing we want to do is we want to do some zoning, I think. I think we want to do low density, and that is going to be our nightlife district right there. We can do some higher zoned there and there. But then we'll want to do some lower zoned here. And as a buffer, oh, we wanted to do some offices, that's right. So we'll do some offices here. And here. It's saving, so we gotta wait for it to catch back up. There it is. And there. And then we'll do some high-end residential, or high, not high-end, but high density. Density is the word I was looking for there. So we got that. We'll definitely want to extend our water resources out so that we don't have to worry about that. I'll probably add just one more here, just for good measure. And go back to our zoning. I'll definitely expand residential into this area, but I don't. Well, I think I need to do that just because I have more residential demand than anything. I might eliminate that as commercial. I think I will. And then I guess I need to build my amorphous thing here. I kind of don't want to. I'm being lazy, but I'm going to. Okay, what kind of streets? These can be the suburban streets here. We're just going to follow the topography here, generally speaking. Not necessarily too closely. We're not going to be too finicky with it, but we'll follow it close enough. So there we go. That's obviously going to affect this, and it'll affect that. So I'll mess with that in a second here. We're gonna want to extend out these bicycle lane. I think what I want to do is basically follow what it used to be. There. And I definitely need to go to my Move It mod and straighten that out. Oh, that looks so much better. Hate that it adds that little curve in when you don't really need it. And I'll make that look better as well. In fact, I got the Move It mod out. I might as well just go ahead and do that now. Bingo. So it's kind of a continuation. And then we want to just get our normal streets out here. Bam. And bam. And then go back to our suburban streets. Actually, I might go ahead and change that to suburban street. Yeah. And so what I'm going to do here, I could basically just do a tighter grid there. Or I can have it kind of flow with it, which probably is better. You know, that's more efficient, but I don't think it's good. going out this way. What we could do is we could stick that puppy right there, nice and perpendicular. And so now we have a grid, but it's now a diagonal grid. There you go. Give it a little bit of different irregularity there. And that'll all be low density residential. All of it. I'm not quite ready to go out there though. So we'll take it off there. Yeah, that looks good. And I'm not sure what I'll do with that. I'll probably just leave it alone for now, and I'll figure out that later as far as what I want to zone it as. This will probably turn into a park. I don't know if I want to turn the whole thing into a park or just that little bit, but I'll leave it for now. Let's go ahead and turn it on. See what happens. What's the worst that could happen? To quote Quill 18. What could possibly go wrong? That's what he says. In any case, I think I'll leave you with watching this grow for a little bit, unless I notice that it creates some sort of issue. Because let's check on things. How's our power? Power's good. How's our water? Water's good. Ooh, let's add something. Now, what I was thinking about off screen is I have all my garbage over here, and it'd be nice to keep that over there. But if you look at it, it's only really covering half the area. So I bet you if I stick this guy over here, because technically it's a power plant too, it's not going to affect the area affected is going to be far enough away, but it's also going to really help the grid out with these garbage trucks. I could even stick it like right here. And maybe one more for growth. Yeah. And I'm gonna turn the anarchy. I don't. Yeah, one more. All right. So now we should be good for garbage and certainly power production. And we'll expand out. At some point, we might want to really help these areas up by providing more city services. So making sure that our police and all that. I only have, I think, the one police station for the whole city, which for this size, honestly, ought to be enough. This rusty warehouse thing, I think, I don't know if it's ever going to have enough services. If that doesn't get fixed in the long term, I might have to just eliminate that asset. Maybe there's something wrong with the asset that I'm not aware of, because it seems like it's only that one. And the warehouses might look great, but they're not that. They don't look that great. They're certainly not. I don't like all this yelling at me to do something when I don't even know what to do. But again, I think I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, comment as always on things you think I could do better. Like, subscribe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.